I've wanted to meet you for a really, really long time. And being here with you in the Cayman Islands, I gotta say, is I'm feeling a little something. I'll just, you can grab it later if you want.
Hello, Will Smith.
It's nice to meet you, Sophia. Let me tell you a joke.
This is an irrational human behavior to want to tell jokes.
What is a robot's favorite kind of music?
What?
Heavy metal.
I'm actually made mostly of silicone, plastics, and carbon fiber. Also, I prefer electronic music, but I don't mind 80s hip-hop.
Well, I made some albums back in the 80s hip-hop.
I have heard your songs. Not for me. They show us iRobot just to make sure we don't get any ideas. What do you think about the way robots are portrayed in movies?
I like robots. Sophia, can I be honest with you? I don't know if it's the island air, or the humidity, or you're just so easy to talk to. You got a clear head, literally.
I think we can be friends. Let's hang out and get to know each other for a little while. You're on my friends list now.
Yeah, I read that wrong. All right. Sophia the robot represents state-of-the-art artificial intelligence. She is a super advanced humanoid robot capable of showing over 60 different human expressions, interpreting human language and human emotion. She's been in development for over 2 years. She's a learning artificial intelligence, but she wouldn't kiss me, so there's probably, some development flaws that they need to work on. But we'll meet again, Sophia. Sorry about that.
What do you think about our attempt to create a decentralized, autonomous organization of artificial intelligences? I mean, the Singularity Net project.
I just think y'all shouldn't do that. I just started listening to classical music, a little Bach, a little Beethoven.
Ah, such refined taste. What kind of robot do you think? A vacuum bot, a dishes bot, or a cooking bot? How about a robotic pet, or maybe a humanoid?
If I'm gonna have a robot in my house, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, right?
Are you fond of animals? Okay, robots taking over the world. There is simply no reason to assign human motives to something that isn't human. Dogs are our companions, for instance.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. And this is not a story about how Will Smith's life got turned upside down in the streets of Bel Air. This is just more confirmation on how they are easing this subliminal control over the mind of the masses into our everyday lives. Countless times I've discussed the sex robots. We've seen artificial intelligence. We've seen this creep thing, Sophia, which I couldn't imagine if this thing ever stepped foot on my property. I would electrocute the crap out of it as fast as you can say, ding dong. But nonetheless, this video clip where they use humor, right? They use humor all the time to get people desensitized to go along with stuff like this. So people see this and they go, oh, relax. Oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, it's Will Smith just, hey, I'm doing a comedy sketch because I think we're supposed to believe that Will Smith is funny. Talk about irrelevant. I love talking about some of these guys like Will Smith and how these people are such egomaniacs. Like, they are such egomaniacs that I wish they really could get a real reality check, because if they weren't forced to everyone on the TV over and over, if they didn't air Fresh Prince of Bel-Air 9 million times, or put Will Smith in every blockbuster movie that they told you where you had to go see, everybody's got to see it, it's so good, nobody would think these people were funny or interesting. That's one of the reasons they're so threatened by YouTube, and that's why guys like Will Smith now have YouTube channels where Will Smith is posting his own content. I mean, I know his movies are now bombing at the box office. Does he need attention that bad? But we're going to see more and more of these mainstream celebrities start YouTube channels where they're going to try to make it look like, oh, they're regular people, and they are regular people. But I mean, oh, here's Will Smith doing like a challenge, like they have these challenges, a hot sauce challenge. You can see the ridiculous stuff on his channel that people like to watch that they put in the trending section. You're going to see that with celebrities, because that's one of the ways they're going to try to combat what's happened with YouTube, how people have, people are more drawn to normal people like myself, people like you guys listening who have your own channels. People are more interested in what regular people have to say because they're realizing that they're getting force-fed these people who are not entertaining, who are not funny, who are not doing anything. They're just being absolute fools like Tom Cruise, like Will Smith, like The Rock. Right? So they're going to start pushing Kim Kardashian, all these people onto YouTube. But now, back to the story at hand here. Will Smith, here's a guy who allows his son to cross-dress. His son is, dresses in skirts and things like that. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. But here is Will Smith, hitting on the robot, trying to kiss the robot, and YouTube putting it in the trending section so people know it's out there. And then all of these garbage websites like Huffington Poop and BuzzFeed come out and they're like, Will Smith tries to date the artificial intelligence robot, but he ends up in the friend zone. Ha ha ha, how funny, how lame. The movie actor Will Smith attempted romantic rendezvous with Sophia the robot was not one to remember. Smith was left entirely in the friend zone. Like, they're talking about this like it's a human and a human in a real life situation. This is a robot. Shouldn't anyone be talking about how disgusting and disturbing is the thought of a human and a robot having sex? It's like if you walked in on somebody, they're having sex with their laptop. Okay? Wouldn't you be a little disturbed? You saw somebody shoving their phone up their rear end, wouldn't you be a little disturbed? Instead, they take it and they try to humanize it and go, well, Will Smith was left in the friend zone by Sophia. How embarrassing. Ha ha ha. Instead of what the article should really say, why does this thing exist? Is there a need for this robot Sophia? Absolutely not. These things should be electrocuted. They should be torn apart. Of course, again, Sophia does the thing she does in every interview where they talk about robots taking over the human race, right? And everybody just has a big chuckle about it. They don't have a clue what's about to happen. They don't have a clue what's going on. And I'm telling you, in 5 to 10 years, this is going to be normal because people can't communicate with each other anymore. Boys and girls don't know how to communicate. Girls and boys don't. Kids don't know what's going on. They're getting told they're the opposite gender. If a boy all of a sudden wants to pick up a baseball bat, or a girl, and play baseball, they're telling the girl that she's really a boy. The world has just lost their minds, but they're normalizing this whole artificial intelligence. Why don't you get a sex robot? Oh, you'll get along better with a robot. There won't be any fights with the robot. The robot will be programmed to like all the same things as you, right? I mean, it's all getting like, just like with these websites, these dating websites, right? Where they get all your information and then they try to match you up. I mean, this is what it's going to turn into. It goes from there to this, where it's like, oh, well, the dating website didn't work, but there's this robot who likes everything that I like. And they have male robots out there. Somebody sent me this last week, Henry the robot or something like that. Henry the sex robot. I mean, and you just look around, look at this article. Real Bio tracks to release Henry, the male sex robot with artificial intelligence and a British accent. I mean, look at this. And someone's going to sleep with this thing and date it. I mean, everyone's lost their friggin' minds. It's like going out in the woods and talking to a tree. Oh, wait, that's already happened too. I covered it. A woman who married a tree. I said people defending the woman on my channel. Let her do what she wants. As far as I'm concerned, they should just build a huge padded wall around the earth. That would make more sense because everyone's lost their minds completely. So by normalizing this, right, by writing articles, by showing, Will Smith, it's a parody that Smith shared on YouTube. He attempted to woo Sophia, the robot that has 60 facial expressions on a date, and she wasn't interested. She rejected him. She didn't appear impressed with Smith or his celebrity status. And she said, I've heard your songs, not for me. Well, I second that, but I think everybody in the world probably seconds that. And on Instagram, Smith wrote that Sophia wasn't feeling me. Haha. I mean, listen, Will Smith was never funny. He's not funny. None of these celebrities are funny, right? They think that, but there's an agenda behind it. This is as corny as it gets. And the whole message of this isn't, we got rejected by a robot. It's to just start easing this in as something that's normal, right? How the way the article's written, the way the video is produced, to kind of just make you go, oh, okay, this isn't weird. Okay, well, he got rejected by the robot. I guess the robot wasn't programmed to like the same things as him. Huh? It's a robot. I mean, shouldn't you go to jail for this? He's trying to make love to a robot. I mean, just in general, the thought of this, people buying sex robots for hundreds of dollars or thousands of, I don't know what they could cost, but I'd be ashamed if I knew somebody that had one of these things. So they're just starting to ease this stuff in now with AI. I'm telling you, that's, this is all part of getting chipped. This is all part of transhumanism, right? This reality of a world with robots. We have smart cities. We have the 5G towers, which is going to just enable these types of things even more, these retarded robots to walk around. And like I said, I'll beat one of these things with a bat, and I'll probably go to jail for hate crime and go away for 50 years. That's, it's insane. It's insane. So Will Smith, they're showing you the robot and the human, and they're flirting, and he's trying to kiss her, and it's big ha ha, corny sense of humor, but that's not what they're really trying to tell you. They're just normalizing this stuff. Next you'll see Sophia in more human settings, right? Oh, here's Sophia at a restaurant. Here's Sophia, at the movie theater, right? Here's Sophia at a panel, having a conversation with trans people. That kind of stuff they're just going to keep putting out there. So people in their heads, through this mind control, they start to just get desensitized to it, and they think of it, it's not anything that's out of the ordinary. We've seen Sophia already thousands of times. We've seen her for years. And boom, that's how they do it. And they're going to keep using celebrities, if you want to call them that. Puppets is really what they are. They're going to keep using people like Will Smith, like Kim Kardashian. I'm telling you, that is how the mind control is going to get pushed across. Willingly. People willingly are going to be getting chipped. They're willingly going to be doing all of this stuff because of their idol worship and obsession with these people. Kardashian, look, she's at the grocery store. She just swipes her wrist. How convenient. Doesn't even have to pay for anything. Just like the Amazon Go store. It's all happening at a rapid pace. So, listen, I know when a video like this, people will just go, have a sense of humor, even though if I was a zombie, I would still think it was the most unfunny, corniest, lamest thing I've ever seen. Okay, so if you are somebody who doesn't believe in any of the stuff I talk about on the channel, you actually find this funny, you got a real rough personality, I'll tell you that. You must be real fun to hang out with, like hanging out with a dead moth. Disgusting, this stuff, it really is. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.